Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We're going to do the energy activation reading, but I just want to have a little bit of a chat with you first off, and I want to apologize for last week. I didn't get a energy reading out, and it's because I've been sort of releasing some really old deep energies, and I just wasn't in the right space last week to do any readings, to do the energy reading. I just wasn't feeling it. I had to trust myself. I feel everything really deeply, and through feeling things really deeply, when I go through cycles, especially when I've moved to, I've found moving to a new area, and it feels like it's a whole new life, but it was like I had to let go of the old, and I had to go through a process here, and it was a lot deeper than I had imagined, but I had to just trust it and allow. And I just had so much coming to the surface along with that releasing of the old. And because I do really feel like I'm moving from, an old life and into a new life. I feel like, I'm going through that rebirth, So it has been a challenging transition for me, but it has been dualistic as well, because I've been feeling like, on one hand, I've been feeling lots of love and lots of gratitude. Things have been flowing in some areas, like I've been meeting some really great friends, um, and my experience in meeting people has been quite easy. Yet it's been dualistic, because on the other side there's been a lot of heart healing and a lot of thoughts that have been coming up that has sort of been connected to the past, and not so much as an event, but more like the stories, or I call it the mind junk, the self-doubt, things like that have been really rising to the surface. And I feel like that's because of the energies and a lot of the planets being in Aquarius, which is really positive. And even though, and I feel like I'm sharing this with you all because I feel like a number of you will resonate with this message. And even though it's challenging at the time to have so much come to the surface, I also understand that this is a really great thing, because when something comes to the surface, when you can see something, when you can see the truth and it's right in front of you, there's no denying it, and you can finally release it, you can acknowledge it, and you can let it go. And what's coming up into my memory right now is the resistance. It was like I was in so much resistance, and the energy was just so strong. Like, it was almost, I felt like I'd gone down a deep dark hole, and at some points I felt like I was almost like a really uncomfortable feeling, a feeling of inadequacy, a feeling of a loss of control, a feeling of emptiness. Like, it was a really emptiness I felt, and it was so uncomfortable. And I was in resistance to the process, but I didn't give up on myself. And if I listened to all of the thoughts that were coming up into my mind as well, I wouldn't be here today speaking to you. I would have shut down this YouTube channel and gone on another path if I'd listened to all of the stories and all of the thoughts that were going on in my mind. And some of them were very dark, and I feel like these are probably sort of unconsciously sitting there from even past lives. I feel like I'm going through a big evolution, big soul evolution. And so it's important to see it and feel it and acknowledge it and accept it, and then move forwards. And this is where powerful growth comes with us. And there was something else I wanted to say here. Just give me a moment. Yeah, there was one moment there where I was just so angry at myself and so frustrated that all of these thoughts were coming back to haunt me. And it was not till I was I just sat, and I took a deep breath and I said, I'm going to purify my mind here. And as soon as I said that, right, I shifted the energy. And then what came in was gratitude. I'm so grateful for these thoughts. Thank you for showing me my blocks. Thank you for showing me what's going on within me. Thank you, because when it comes up, right, we can transform it. We can move on. We can grow. Because if it's sitting under there, it's just getting in the way. It's getting in the way of us being our full selves. It's getting in the way of our creativity. It's getting in the way of our closeness with self and others. It's just, creating obstacles that we don't need anymore. Right? Most of us, we've been through so much, and it's time for us to turn the leaf. It's time for us to experience the beauty of life, the excitement of life, the adventure of life, and to really taste what life has for us. And the way that we can do this, and the way that we can manifest the experiences our soul really desires, is by thanking and accepting and allowing this process of the old to be released. All right. It's okay, and it really is okay. And you're going to be okay. I want to say, if you're experiencing something similar, you're going to be fine. And you are not alone. If you are feeling alone, you are not alone, because when you are moving through emotions that are very heavy, and you're in thoughts that are very dark, it can feel very lonely. All right, you can feel so separate, but know your strength. Know your strength, and take the time to listen, and take the time to stop and shift your focus for however long you can. Find whatever you can in order to give you the power to keep going forwards no matter what. These are some really great times for us, great times of growth and change. But with any growth, there is the dying of the old, right? The new leaves, if we were to keep all of the old autumn leaves on the tree, there would be no room for the new. So there is going to be that letting go. There is going to be that part that's going to be in pain, and it's going to feel horrible while you're going through that transition, right? And look, I want to say that you don't have to experience this way, but I just feel like I have to express to you how I've been feeling and my experience through this, because oh my goodness, I'm just so passionate about this. I am just tired of us being so hard on ourselves and not acknowledging our own sacred journeys and our own sacred growth. You know, we have all been through so much, and you know, we deserve so much more. And so we just need to allow that and accept. And you know, when I talk about this, I'm not talking about, you know, playing into any victimhood with this. I'm talking about, yes, owning your responsibility for self and acknowledging what's happening within you and sending yourself compassion and love. And through that compassion and through that love and through that acknowledging, there's the healing, there's the growth, there's the understanding. So don't be so hard on yourself, and it's all a process. It's all a process, and you just have to keep taking step after step and doing what you can to get yourself through. And this can be through difficult times of your life, through emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain. You know, some of you may be going through some health issues. And so that you need to love yourself through this. It's just like if you have a child, you're not going to ignore what they're going through, right? You're going to have compassion for them, right? You cannot control what their experience is, but you can hold love for them. And it's the same when it comes to our own emotional releases or our own healing journeys. Is, you know, we can't control it all, but we can love it. We can send compassion. And that's where the true transformation occurs. Because if we hate it, and we're frustrated by it, we aren't sending it love. It's just going to keep growing and growing and growing, because our mind is showing us the stories. Our feelings are showing us what we need to change, right? What's not working anymore. It's all in service to us. Anything that's negative is in service to us. So listening and feeling and acknowledging, you then can transform it and change it and turn it into something positive. And that is the alchemy of life. And there is a beauty in this. There is a beauty. So don't be ashamed and don't feel like you need to hide away, because you are beautiful. Your experiences are beautiful. Your journey is beautiful. All right? Remember that. And I just want to say that if you are going through a really hard time, no matter what it is, I send you my love and compassion, and may you love yourself more. May you allow yourself that time to heal, and may beautiful new come from the old. Okay, so this is a major message that I felt like sharing from my experience for this week, because when I was reflecting on this week's reading, and mind you, this could be at any week, right? It doesn't have to be this week, whenever you come to this video. But I felt like this was something that the collective is crying out to be heard, to be acknowledged, to be seen, to be respected, right? And so a lot of everything's been hidden and shamed so much, and it's time to shift that. Yeah, it's time to shift it. I'm seeing the Temperance card and the Star card, right? I wish I had those cards out, but I don't. And it's about vulnerability as well, being comfortable in the vulnerability. And the more that you can be vulnerable with yourself, the more that you can be vulnerable with others, and that allows a much deeper connection, right? The deeper you can get with self, the deeper you can get with others. It's this beautiful vibration that comes from you experiencing self at a deep level. And you can also hold space for others who are experiencing what you have experienced. So it's not all for nothing, all right? It's for the greater good of you in your evolution, and also for the collective. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just get some cards here from Spirit and see what else they want to add to this message today. This is the Sacred Geometry of Relationship Oracle. Oh, it's gone to the ground. My apologies. Okay, so we've got integrity. All right. Sorry if that's a little bit hard to see. But it says the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by higher moral standards. And I feel like this is what I've been talking about, getting to the truth, seeing the truth of what's really happening beneath. And through that, you can hold more integrity for self, and you can be have more integrity in your relationships with others as well. And knowing yourself, knowing your truth, right, you are able to make better choices for self and in your relationship with others, and in your relationship with life as well. And you can see here there's this beautiful green, which is the heart, and then you've got the blue, the turquoise blue, which is the throat chakra. So this is also following your heart and your truth. I'm also getting a message here that when you follow your heart and truth, when you truly do, you can start to experience resistance, right? And I'm hearing that this is a process that is normal, a normal process, even though it's not a needed process. It is normal at this time. The message I'm hearing from Spirit is, in time to come, there will be less resistance, and so the process will be much faster in the future, as we dissolve the old ways of being, the old understanding, programming around how you should be. And I'm hearing that if you feel like your heart is leading you somewhere, but then you're feeling confliction around it, it's because the ego or the fearful self is not in alignment with the integrity. And so that takes some time to shift and change. But what I'm hearing is keep following that truth of yours. Keep discovering your truth, aligning with that in every moment. And any resistance that comes up in regards to that, allow it to come up, acknowledge it, and release it. And move into the higher path. And this can relate to the choices in your relationships as well. There's also an energy here of learning how to be authentic in relationships. This is not just romantic relationships, this is also any relationship in our life. And when we come to understand ourselves much more deeply, we then can make better choices in those relationships that are aligned with your integrity. And you will attract integrity back as well. We have holistic health. So this is the healing here. And I'm hearing, because I am seeing a lot of that red energy of the root chakra. And so I'm hearing getting to the roots here. And getting to the roots of who you are aligns you with that integrity, that truth. And that is the transformation, that is the healing. I'm hearing also coming to center. So there's a message of centering your energy and grounding your energy and making sure that you clear any, what's the word here, please, Spirit? I'm just getting like, it's almost like what you're picking up from around you. So I feel like for some of you watching, you might absorb some of the feelings or thoughts of others. So keeping grounded and centered within your own energy will help, because maybe all of the thoughts and feelings that you are getting could be from the collective or from others. Right? Especially if you identify with being an empath. And this could also be a time of you learning your own energy, because when you learn who you are, when we're always learning and growing, but the more that you do that, the more you are stronger in your sense of self. You know when something is not yours. So if you are an empath, a sensitive, if you pick up on other energies, I feel like the guidance here from Spirit is to get to know yourself more, your own energy. Detach from others around you, detach from the news, detach from social media, and learn your own energy and who you are. And as you come back into the world, and maybe some of you have already been doing this, okay, it's general. And as you come back into the world and communing with other people, relating with other people, you'll start to realize, that's not my energy. And being grounded helps with the healing process, and it helps to keep your energy clear as well. So a daily practice of being grounded and centered is really going to help you. Here we have the Four of Cups. What is standing out to me here is the Three of Cups that are in a line. And I'm hearing these three cups are in alignment. However, what I'm hearing is that for some of you, there is one cup here that, and I feel like this is in relation to perhaps a habit or something that is draining your energy, or something that is not healthy for you, for your body. This could be something that you are doing. It's some sort of habit that I'm getting, all right? And it's sort of holding you back from your best potential here. And I'm hearing, get truthful with yourself around this, because this Four of Cups can also be the card of sort of not feeling completely content here. But I feel like there's something to be acknowledged. And I get there's like, perhaps you could be, there's a little bit of, I'm hearing the word escapism, but there's also this energy of overindulgence. And I feel like for some of you that perhaps you've been overindulging on, maybe this could be social media. And I feel like this comes back to my message about, being centered in your energy. And I'm also hearing about so many, it's like today, in this day and age, there are so many distractions and so much choice that this can create this I was going to say disconnection. Well, yes, that happens, but feeling not content. So have a look at what it is that you may be denying here, not acknowledging. And the other message is, what is it that you need to unplug from? What is it that you need to release from your life and let go of from your life, so that you can focus on what focus on your own alignment here and what makes you happy? And, you know, it's just because what I'm seeing here is just so much different energy. And it's like so distracting that you cannot focus. So if that is your experience here, then I feel like you're going to have much more focus if you empty this cup. Can you see this cup is just full of different things? Right? And so if you empty it, it's like that simplicity, right? Bringing back some simplicity into your life. And then you'll be able to be in much more alignment, and you'll be able to make choices a lot more clearly, a lot more easily. All right, so we've got several different messages there, so please take what resonates. And I'm just getting one more card. We have the Princess of Coins. And I feel like this is really going alongside this card here, you know, with what I was saying about being able to make choices for yourself and to feel a sense of, I'm hearing renewed passion, and seeing clearly what you want. And there is a lot of green in this card, so there's a lot of heart chakra energy. So again, this is coming back to connecting with your truth and what it is that what step you want to take next in your life. And I'm hearing like new enthusiasm to build on something. So perhaps you're feeling like you want to build something here. I'm actually, I know I said one more, but I just want to get another one to clarify here. Yeah, there you go, Lovers, which is decisions from the heart here. So I feel like a lot of you are perhaps, you know, I know this is not the Seven of Cups, but I am getting this energy of like, where do I go? What do I do here? You know, I'm sort of getting tired of not seeing things happen, or tired of the, you know, the same story repeating itself. You know, I want something more fulfilling in life. I want to be able to focus on my cups. And in order to do so, you need to let go of this, the habits or people or the environments or the social media that you're absorbing, so that you can focus on you, so that you can make these choices from your heart and begin to materialize what it is that you want to manifest in your life. So that's the collective messages I have. Now what I'm going to do is a mini pick a card for all of you. And we've got one here, which is the amethyst crystal. Don't you just love this one? I love how it's got this triangle here. We've got the rose quartz heart. And we've got the yellow calcite. So pick which crystal pulls you in, which one you're magnetized to, and I will get started with a little reading for you. Okay, so let's start now with the amethyst. We'll have a look at what chakra you'll be working with this week to support this energy of integrity. The group number 1, please, Spirit. doesn't really want to come out. Seems like you don't want it to be revealed. There we go. Okay. So we have the energy of love. The heart chakra is the chakra that is the main energy for you, what you're working on this week. And this is to align you with love. Love of self. This card was sticking to my hand when I was putting it down. There is rebirth energy here for you. So you've been going through transformation with your heart so that you can attract more love in your life. So you can experience a deeper love. So this is beautiful. And it's almost like with this flame here, it's like setting your heart is setting a light. It's like the passion is being ignited within you once again. And the heart chakra, when you go through this rebirth that you're going through, this big transformation in the heart chakra, you will become a magnet to those experiences that you want to experience because you've cleared the way. Whether this be a career that you're really wanting, that's from the heart. Whether this is a romantic relationship or connection with others. You've been clearing the way to experience more love. And this new passion is being ignited within you. Beautiful. What other messages do you have for group 1? In the past, you've experienced, sorry, I've dropped one of the cards. You've experienced conflict, right? And so you've had to purge and release and let go of conflict in your life. Let go of any blockages in the heart, because I feel like for you in the past, you've had to guard yourself and protect yourself. You can see this character here holding the sword in front, and he's wearing a lot of armor as well. And I see this as being you. In the past, you've had armor on because you have experienced a lot of conflict, not a lot of harmony, perhaps in your relationships or your experience in life. And through this heart healing, I've had to release that guardedness, those experiences, so that you can experience love again in all forms, so that you could let these shields down in order to receive. And also with the Queen of Cups here, in order to connect with your intuition again and to see what it is that you truly want for yourself. To see what it might be you want in others. And I get this sense like I'm feeling my heart warm here. and tingling. There's this sense of satisfaction. You know, she's pouring the tea. There's this calmness. And you can notice here she has blue around her, a lot of blue. So being comfortable with herself and knowing herself a lot more and coming to understand her intuition, her centeredness, her sense of self. And there's also this energy here of like, oh goodness, they're all coming out for you. I thought this was the love card, but underneath was relationships. So what I was going to say was coming to understand who you are, and so that you can attract the love that you desire. That was the message. Thank you, Spirit, because I lost it for a minute there. This was coming to get to know who you are. Lost it again. Why does that keep happening? Hang on, guys. Interesting. Okay, we'll just keep moving forwards. I've lost it again. I lost my flow. I lost my flow. So, you know, and this card wanted to come out, relationships. So this is loving relationships, reciprocal relationships. And this is from you knowing yourself more. That's what it was. You taking the time to spend on your own to get to know your own energy and love yourself. And that is what's creating this beautiful relationships and connections in your life. And, you know, my process here of bringing out that message, you know, perhaps it has been a little bit of a challenge, this rebirth, but it's happening. Any last guidance, group 1? The Eight of Swords. You can see that she has a blindfold over her and she feels like she's trapped. So don't let your thoughts trap you. Don't let your past experiences hold you back from experiencing this love, because you have released a lot. You have changed a lot. And so, you know, perhaps in the past you've experienced this conflict, right? So don't let it block you. All right. So I feel like that's just a little bit of last advice for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Much love and bye for now. Okay, group number 2, you chose this beautiful rose quartz heart. Let's have a look what messages Spirit has for you. So we're going to have a look at what chakra you're going to be working with this week. Alright, so you have the throat chakra and you're working with truth, which comes back to our collective message here. Alright, and you can see the scales. There is a little bit of inner reflection I'm feeling for you this week, and it's like I get this sense of you coming into reflection of what it is that no longer serves you and what does serve you. There's this weighing of options, or there could be a decision for some of you that you're making, or it could be just weighing up what in your life, what it is that you want to carry forwards, what's in your truth and what isn't, and letting that go. Because that's what I'm seeing here with this fire energy. And oh, there's water. This is water. I was seeing it in the reflection as like an ash. But there's also a balancing of energies for you this week as well. And I'm hearing like not getting carried away here. Because when I see the fire, I think of like fire rushing. I feel like a lot of, I'm just getting sort of, I'm seeing in my third eye like fire just growing. And I feel like the water here is saying just, don't let that fire just overcome you. Don't let it take over. You need to come back into balance. Let's get some more guidance here. Yeah, I feel like this is to do with like your creative pursuits, something that you're wanting to bring forth. So take some time to reflect before you jump forwards. Oh my goodness, I can't believe the judgment. I was going to say I was getting judgment card, but I didn't. But that's the energy I was getting. Like you are really looking at your life and seeing what it is that you want to take forwards, what's part of your truth and what's no longer part of your truth. Because as I said, like I feel like this ash, it looks like ash to me in this reflection of the camera. And so it's like weighing up what is going to light you up, what is going to serve you moving forwards, and whatever it is, and it's time to let that go. So weighing up the truth. I'm also getting the message here that there is going to be more clarity coming in for you this week as well. And ideas. And through those ideas and options that are coming up to you, there's a good time to weigh into which ones are going to be best serving for you, that are aligned with your truth. Perhaps for some of you, like I'm getting, maybe you might get a couple of different options. Like it could be, I'm not getting a specific because it's general, but it could be like a relationship, or this could be job opportunities that are coming up for you. And you've been asking for these. And remember to get to center yourself and to weigh up which one's going to be most aligned with your truth. The Six of Cups. I love this card because to me there's a really beautiful energy with it, and there's a couple of different things I see with this card. With this here, with this couple here, I feel like for some of you there may be some assistance or help that's coming your way. Or somebody might be coming in with some clarity that you've been asking for. But this can also be in regards to a relationship that you're deciding on, right? Deciding which option to take here. You know, and another message I'm getting here is, because I was saying this could be like many options in who to choose, but this could also be an offer of love that's coming your way, and you might be deciding whether this is the choice for you, whether this relationship is going to be worth your while committing to. Yeah, I definitely get an energy here of weighing out the options. And I get here too that the Six of Cups can also talk about like past energies. So if you've been wanting to manifest love, because I am seeing this cup of love that Spirit's wanting to offer you, you know, is there something that you need to reflect on from the past and let go of so that you can attract this person into your life? And I feel like you need to get really true and honest with yourself here. If you're resonating with that message, that's what I'm hearing. Because there is truth available to you. The clarity is available to you right now. And so that you can manifest that love. So again, we're getting several different messages here. So please just take what resonates for you. Again, lovers, I definitely feel like this pile, you're wanting to manifest love. You're weighing up a lot of options in your life about what you want, what you don't want. You know, or there's some truth to be understood here. It's time to reflect. All right. And again, the lovers can talk about making decisions. So, you know, again, this could be making a decision about that couple that, you know, that relationship that is going to be more aligned with your truth. If you are someone resonating with a couple of different choices here, maybe you're dating a few people, you know, it's a general reading. But there is an understanding here for you. You know, I'm getting really connect with your heart. And you know what? There's two trees here and they're like sort of crossing over. And so I'm getting this sense of you want to attract somebody who is in their strength, because I see the two different trees, like it's like they hold their own, right? And then in the middle here they connect and those branches overlap. And so this creates a lot of compatibility together. And there's a freedom in this. And a lot of good opportunity here. And again, like I'm getting that sort of, so weigh up the options here. But your heart knows the truth, all right? That's why we've got the truth here. You know the truth. I'm feeling one more card before we finish your reading. Temperance. So balance your energies. We have fire, the water, the earth, and the air. So being balanced and centered, which we're talking about in the collective message, is going to allow you to see that truth, to make the decision that is going to be the best option for you and the higher path for you. So that's the messages I have for you, group number 2. I send you so much love. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. All right, group number 3, you have the orange calcite. Let's have a look at what chakra you will be working on this week. That just like flew out. Looks like you've got the solar plexus. Determination, all right? Whoosh, whoosh, a bit of fire energy here as well. And you can see that, the yellow and the red. So there's this like fire and will here. Because those fishies, yeah, they're going up this waterfall. So they're sort of going against the grain here. But they're determined. They've got the will, the passion. They want to get over there. Right? Perhaps once they get over here, they're going to be able to get the food they need. I'm not sure. I don't know much about it. But this is about remaining determined and following your passions. And it's just gonna, you're gonna like rocket ahead. Rocket ahead. I reckon a lot of you have a good sense of humor because I keep laughing. Alright, let's get on the messages. Oh, you got the 6 of Cups too. The last group got 6 of Cups. I feel like for you with this 6 of Cups, this is something that you've been really wanting to, like you've been working on something here with the determination. And I feel like you've planted this seed in the past. And I feel like you've been putting a lot of energy into it. We've got 5 of Swords and the Princess of Cups. As I said, like I'm getting like, I'm feeling a lot of throat chakra energy too. I actually feel like for some of you, this could be a relationship that might be going through a little bit of trouble at the moment. Perhaps you're having trouble really being understood. Perhaps the communication hasn't been very good between the both of you. But I feel, yeah, and I'm getting like this sense of like, I can feel it in my solar plexus chakra. So it could have been quite stressful for you. But I'm like hearing persevere through this. And I see the 2 fishes meeting in the middle. Yeah. And this is young, you know, this is a young energy. So I feel like there's a learning here for you, or for both of you. And you can see the lotus on the top of her head. And I feel like if you persevere through this struggle, you're going to come out the other end, learning much more about each other. I'm getting a lot of relationship energy this week. You're going to be learning a lot more about each other, mutual understanding. I mean, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be any relationship in your life. And 2 of Wands is on the back. You're going to be able to paint a new picture through this experience that's happening, it's going to allow you both to create a new vision together, right? Whether this is friendship, romantic relationship, you're going to create something new from this. Now, for those of you who resonate this being a creative pursuit or something that you've been working on, and perhaps it hasn't been happening for you, there's keep persevering, keep going, because you see Spirit is offering this cup here. And we've got a lot of emotional energy here with the cups. You are going to feel satisfied. You are going to get that, the picture that you've been wanting in your life. All right? Perhaps you've been doing a vision board. Perhaps you've been wanting to manifest something very important in your life. But you're not sort of getting it. It's not sort of coming and happening for you. Okay. My video cut out because I ran out of space. So I can't remember what I was saying, but let's get a final message here from Spirit. Group number 3, please. What's your final message? Got the 3 of Wands. I love this, the can't speak, matchsticks here. And to me, there's like this coming in together. So I think I was talking about this being communication issues for some of you in relationship. There is that conflict card here. And here we have igniting a new, like coming together and igniting a new passion here, a new flame. I want to point out what I'm getting from this card too, is that perhaps some of you may get outside help here. There may be someone who can come in to help the both of you if this is relationship problems. There is also, I can see in the back here that some of you might be traveling. Maybe you've been wanting to travel somewhere, or you've been wanting to get to a particular destination, but perhaps that's been delayed, or a project that you've been really wanting to take off has been delayed here. But keep determined, because there's another matchstick that's coming in that's going to burn this even brighter. It's going to happen for you. You've got that offer coming in here. So whether this is a relationship that is having some challenges at the moment, or whether this is a creative pursuit or travel that has been delayed, keep determined. Keep persevering, because it will happen. That's what I'm getting from these cards. And again, there's that energy. I think I said that it feels like someone's reaching. No, that might have been the other group. But to me, I can see here someone reaching out. So that might be happening for you. As I said, I can see this extra matchstick coming in. And when, the more sticks together, it's going to be the bigger the flame. So there's something about help here coming in. And there's also in the background here, you can see someone helping the other person load the boat. So again, there is that reference to help coming, whether this is spiritual help or physical help here. So that's the messages I'm getting for you, group number 3, for those of you who picked this crystal. And I just want to send you so much love. And oh, perhaps the orange calcite may be helpful as well. All right, so that's the messages I have for you. I send you so much love. Bye for now.